You ready, mister? Come on. Oh, good boy. Right, watch out. Watch out. Move up. Move up. Oh. Good morning, people. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're in not so sunny Turkey. We're currently in a place called Çarşıbaşı, or near Mersin. This is where we are. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna dive straight into it. We have a 3.5 hour drive, and today we are going into a new country, and that country is Georgia. I say, watch out, I need to tie you up as well. So yeah, you heard me correctly. We're heading into Georgia today. Long story, but if you follow me on like Instagram and stuff, you'll know that basically since having Pasha, it's been a bit of a nightmare because I can't stay in Turkey, and to get him registered as an EU dog to travel within the European Union, like Greece and stuff, he has to quarantine for 3 months, but I can't stay for 3 months because I need to leave because I only get 90 days in Turkey. So we're on a mission to go to Georgia and register him as a Georgian dog. So I'm gonna be there for 3 months, and you know, if you're interested, because Georgia is a country which I don't think many people go to, and apparently it's going to be beautiful. And I'm really excited, and I'm going to be spending 3 months there. So without any further ado, let's get started and let's go to Georgia. As you can see here, we got 3 hours and 21 minutes on the clock. I've honestly driven about, well, it's a 20-hour drive from Antalya, and I was in Antalya about 3 days ago. And I've been to Cappadocia, I've been to Samsun, I've been just around a lot of places, and I've driven a lot of miles in the space of 3 days, over 700 miles, which is crazy. It's like a 1,200 kilometer journey, which is just mad. That is one thing I have never seen, and that is a modified Nemo. That is sick. So I've just pulled in to a Shell because I need something to eat. I've not eaten all day, and the time is currently 10:51. I've been driving since like what, 7:30? So 2.5 hours. We're an hour left. Pasha's gonna have to stay here. I don't think there's any stray doggies. I will have to let him out to go for a wee once I come back. I'm gonna go get a coffee and see what they have. Hopefully they've got bureks. I'm not too sure if they will though. Nearly a disaster. I pressed the button and there was no cup, and then the guy had to run and drop a cup in there. Look at this little guy. You alright, mister? Hey? So yeah, as I said, we're about an hour away from the Georgian border. I've been driving for like 2.5 hours, something like that. And yeah, it's now 11 o'clock. I'm really excited to get into Georgia, to be honest, because it's been months since I've been able to use my Starlink. Obviously, Starlink is not available in Turkey. So it's been 3 months where I've been paying for Starlink and not being able to use it. And one of the main things I'm gonna do when I head back and get into Georgia is start streaming again on Twitch. So if you want to watch me now, if anybody's into like gaming and stuff, and I'll put obviously the link from the Twitch in the description. 1 hour, 22 minutes, tour in Georgia. Pasha's there. That was a nice, that coffee was only like £1.20 or something like that as well. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys at the Georgian border, which is just mental. I actually can't comprehend that I'm actually going to Georgia, which is just nuts. Be getting somewhat close now. You see all these trucks all parked to the side of the road. Obviously got no idea why they're parked to the side of the road. I think I'm talking to you. Well, we're literally 30 minutes away, but I think it should be 20 minutes until we get to the border. Get off my hand, I'm driving, you dumbass. Right, here we go then. Oh, I did just get stopped. So he was like, caravan? I went, yes, this is where we are, the stop, border crossing. chaos as usual. But we're going to be in Georgia now, so let me just put the camera down and see what happens. Merhaba.
Merhaba. Kontrol edelim.
Pardon?
Kontrol. Bagaj kontrol.
Do you want me to open? Just so he doesn't... Ready? Right, so we just checked the van. Step one, well that's phase one. There's like, you do numerous checks when you get to the border. You go through there, and then you go through a different one, and you get your passport and all that done as well. But here we are. Now we've got to go here and get everything stamped, I'd imagine. So let's go and do that. Jeez Louise, I've literally been gone about an hour. That was a whole joke. Basically, I got fined because my van stayed within Turkey longer than 90 days. However, I left the country multiple times, so I'm still within my 90 days of being in Turkey. Yeah, it doesn't apply for my van, even though I declared my van when I left Turkey. So I got fined 40-something pound for that. Bullshit. Before that, they were like, you have to go to this bank. So I had to sit in this office. Sorry, I'm waffling here. I had to sit in this office for ages while they talked to me and got it sorted and explained to me what I've done wrong. Then they were like, right, you've got to go to the bank. So I walked down, found a banking place where you pay, cash only for some reason. So I'm waiting in queue, blah blah. Loads of Azerbaijans waiting for their visas. I was queuing up for ages. And then he goes, oh, cash only. I'm like, right, brilliant, where's an ATM? Go to the ATM, doesn't take my card. Brilliant, what do I do now? Go back to him, explain. He's like, says, just mutters something and goes over there. And I'm like, all right. So I walk over there. He's not saying ATM because there's no ATM there. And then I go into this office, basically where I was before, where I could have paid the fine there and then, rather than having to do all this moving around. Then I paid the fine. Then he brings up parking and speeding tickets that apparently I've got on the system. So I had to pay that. That was another 40 quid. So before I even left Turkey, I've spent £80 on fines to leave Turkey. So we're not even in Georgia yet, and it is so busy. Look at this. Before I came, this was empty. There was no one here. And I went to park. Oh my God. Anyway, right. I'm hopefully going to be in Georgia in the next hour, but we'll have to see. I mean, I've only got £90 to my name now. So if the Georgian insurance is more than £90, then I'm absolutely buggered. That's why I want to get back streaming, get gaming, hopefully build that back up so I can earn some extra money. Because like I said, I think I've explained this before, but my editing work and stuff is quite slow at the minute, so I'm not really earning that money. I'm basically living off TikTok and donations at this point, genuinely, to keep the dream alive and to keep me and Pasha fed and the van fueled up. So if anyone wants to help out, there'll be links in the description. PayPal, buy me a coffee, Patreon, anything you want, anything you can is greatly appreciated. I'm absolutely knackered, man. This is so long. But this is the stress. When you're in Europe, nothing like this happens because there's no borders, like Spain, Portugal, France, no borders. You can just go willy-nilly wherever you please. But here you've got to queue up with smelly truckers and that. Oh man. Jeez Louise, we're officially out of Turkey, in the queue to go to Georgia. Again, bit of a faff. I had to go back, prove that I paid, waiting and waiting, and then he had to search my van. And yeah, now we're currently in the queue to go to Georgia. Fingers crossed. I honestly pray, man, like I can just get in and get there smoothly, because it's actually such a ball ache. Okay. Right, so step one done. I've got to park my car somewhere here amongst the chaos. Where the f do I park my car?
Insurance.
No. All good. Pasha. Oh, sorry. There. Oh my God. Right, we're in Georgia. We're here. We got churches, we got busy roads, we got all these people. She was kicking off at me. Basically, the woman was like, don't forget to buy insurance. I'm like, okay, where do I buy it? She's like that, and I'm like, right, okay. So I found a place to buy insurance. And then when I got back to my van, she's like, why are you leaving your van and going off? And I was like, you just told me to go get insurance. And she was like, no, in the city. And I was like, well, I'm not going to drive out insurance before, like, if I can just buy it there. It was only £40 for 3 months, which is pretty insane. However, I'm here now, we're driving, and we are going to go to the park up. It's only 10 minutes? Can't be right. 10 minutes. Well, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna see how I feel about it, because to be honest, I don't really like the border that much. It's a bit chaotic, it's not that good. But yeah, anyway, right, let's get parked up. We're officially in Georgia. This thing. I seen it on Google Maps. I was gonna stop off, but I'm definitely not stopping off. And this is where we've arrived. Can't lie, it's a bit of a... I mean, I'm not giving it a chance yet. It's a bit of a shithole, wherever I am. However, I don't really know if I want to stay here. I want to I might just get some driving done today and get out of this town or wherever I am, but I need internet, and Starlink apparently works in Georgia, so today we're going to try and set the Starlink up and see if it'll work. So let's go ahead and do that, and let Pasha out as well, because he's dying to get out of the van. God, it's been a while. I need to let Pasha out. He's literally not been out in ages. I've just seen 2 stray dogs over there. But I'll just let him out here and snuff around for a bit. He should be okay, and if they come over, I'll chuck them in the van like. I don't want to stay here if it's surrounded by stray dogs and that. Boom, the good news is Starlink is working, which means I can actually use Starlink in Georgia now. And I'm sure this place is probably nice. However, it just doesn't look that like appealing, you could say to me. I kind of want to go somewhere where it's quiet, no one's there. I want to get streaming maybe tonight, get on the computer and stuff. Not being funny, but where the f is Google Maps taking me like? Holy shit, bro. Oh, they're fighting. Stray dogs. Not nice ones. Fuck hell, I can't believe it's actually taking me here. Right, gamers, we have made it into the van. We're all parked up. However, it is so rainy. Like, when I tell you it is rainy, I can't lie, I'm just so happy to actually be here parked up in Georgia in a nice place. I've got probably the best camper van I think I've ever seen in my life parked over there next to me, an Austrian one. So hopefully tomorrow when the weather's nice I can actually go over and maybe talk to them and maybe show you guys it as well. Don't know if you can really see because my camera's on charge. I don't know if you can see that. However, you might be able to hear it. It is peeing down. It is so rainy. I went to the shop, I got some bits, I got some bread, some pasta. But I didn't record it because my camera was low, and to be honest, I was so overstimulated. I couldn't see anything. It was pissing down. It was so busy as well. Like, there was nowhere to park. I had to park it in like a garage. It was just a mess. Anyway, it wasn't sunshines and rainbows here in Georgia, but it is what it is. But we've got some nice Georgian Christian bread here. That looks really nice. I might have a bit of that. You definitely want a bit of it. Look at you. You really do want a bit. But I'm making some tuna rice for me and pasta. What? Oh my god. I'm making tuna rice for me and Pasha, and then honestly I'm probably just gonna sit in bed, maybe watch some Squid Game and wait for the rain to pass basically, because I can't take him out in this. I'm gonna have to get my raincoat and stuff on, and he's just gonna get soaked, and yeah, it's just not gonna work. So I'm gonna make this, and then hopefully in a little bit we can get out and do something. I was actually wondering why I actually feed Pasha as well. Every night I pretty much make the same meal. And where are you going? Which is, it's either like meat and rice of some sort. So here I've got some rice which I have carefully prepared, fully undercooked, but I'm too hungry not to eat it, and I literally just have put that in there. And then I've got some kibble, so I'll just put like maybe that much. So there's mine and his, and I've got a can of tuna here. We'll just get a fork. Look, now you're being all like lovey-dovey because you know it's dinner time. And that's what it looks like right now. Because he's going to be a big boy, man. He's going to be absolutely massive. So I hope this is feeding him right. Normally I have like peas or something as well. But this, he absolutely loves this. Like, he'll scoff this down. But obviously I've got to make sure it's not too hot as well. So I'll put some cold water on it. And then mine is, yeah, the exact same. And I'll just shove mine in as well. And I know, again, people will be like, oh, I can't believe you're eating this. Especially, so I know someone who's watching. flow. So you've got this prison food, which it kind of is low key. But what I do is I got a nice jar of pesto here, and I'll just get a bit of pesto, whack it in there, and then now I have tuna, pesto, rice, and then that is my dinner, that is his dinner. And that is literally it, people. Ready? Pour. Good boy. And there he is, scanning it. And then I'll sit here and I'll enjoy my prison meal. Don't knock it till you try it, people. I know it looks ass, but it's actually quite nice. And now we have Starlink. That only calls for one thing. We are getting the PC fired up, and we're gonna see what we can do. I'm just gonna reset my PC because as I mentioned before, I'm gonna plan on actually streaming and playing games and stuff in the evening, because now with it being summer, I mean, it's not very hot here now, but normally if the weather's nice, I'll have a lot more power and stuff, so I'll be able to stream. And yeah, I'm gonna be streaming games on Twitch, obviously TikTok as well, multi-stream. So yeah, if you're interested, like I said before, there's gonna be a link down in the description along with everything else. But hopefully we can get this PC rock and rolling, and yeah, get everything installed and ready to stream. So I'm excited about that. Right, it is now time to do dishes and call it a night. I should have probably recorded it just then, but I did just go on a walk with Pasha. I left the camera behind because I wasn't too sure, and then I ended up meeting 2 local people. And if I'm being honest, that was probably one of the best, I say, encounters I've probably had on my trip the whole time I've been traveling. I basically just went over, I took Pasha out, I spoke to my neighbors, I spoke to the girl, and then I noticed 2 people walking a dog, and I went over and I said hello and stuff, and I said that, like, I just wanted to know about the stray dogs. I said, what's the stray dog situation like here? You obviously walk your dog. I know some people walking their dogs as well, so it can't be that bad. And he basically said they bark, or bark no bite, basically. And obviously, because it's my first night here, I just wanted to know what they were like. Anyway, I asked them if I could walk with them. They were like, yeah. And I ended up just walking and talking. One of the guys was Georgian, he was a local, and the other guy was from Jordan. Forgot his name, really awful of me. I'm just really bad with names. But honestly, like, he was just such a sound guy. He knew about the Isle of Man as well, which was pretty crazy. And yeah, I said I'm going to be here for a few days. So if they wanted to passing by and stuff, to let me know, and I might end up seeing them again. Test. So basically, I reset my PC and I've got to test. Aha. Test.
After this, is this game like 40 minutes?
I made it to Georgia. Nah, this game's not that long. I made it to Georgia today.
Are you in Georgia, are you?
Yeah, I made it. I came here today.
Alright, what's it like?
It's alright, to be fair.
Should I get Sturdy in December or Diary or some Sky Smith? What a clutch!
That's nice.
What a clutch!
I haven't played this game in like 6 months. Oh, right, people, we're gonna go to bed because it's late. It's literally just gone 11 o'clock, and as you've seen, I was playing some games with my little brother because I've got the Starlink up and working, PC's back on, I reset it and everything, and I'm hopefully gonna be back live streaming as well. It should be quite good. I've got a crack in my camera, which is annoying. Anyway, Pasha's fast asleep here. Good night, gorgeous. Look at him. Oh, good morning. The time is currently 9:02. I've just kind of woke up. Pasha's here, but I want to open the door because I've already looked outside my window, but it is meant to be glorious. Oh, that's bright. Yeah, it's already like 20 degrees today, something like that. But it sure is glorious. You've got, I don't really see any stray dogs, which is quite nice. Normally they're like nocturnal. They only really come out at night time. But he's wandering there. Obviously there's another camper van over there. And then over here is the beach. And I got told it's chocker normally. There's people there sunbathing already. It's literally 9 AM. People are already sunbathing. That is crazy commitment. So here we are then, just walking along the beach for a morning walk. I've noticed there's some sort of like cafe thing there. So I might go check it out, to be honest. There's someone doing stretching over there as well, some sort of yoga. But there seems to be like a little bar slash restaurant over there, so I'm gonna go over there and check it out and then probably walk back to the van. But it's a really nice place. It's glorious today. It's like 20, it says it's like 20 degrees right now, but I think it says it feels warmer, which it certainly does. What I didn't realize, there's a whole train station here. Look at this train go past. How sick is that? So I've made it all the way to this place behind me. It's the railway station, but it's also the botanical gardens. I thought you could go in there for free, but there's a guy there and it costs 20 Larry, which is quite expensive, to be honest. 20 Larry's like, I think it's like a fiver. Is it something like that? I think it's like a fiver, something like that anyway. So I don't really fancy doing that, like, just to go in some gardens. I'm sure it would be quite nice, but yeah, here's beautiful. Check this out. We're gonna just continue to walk, go back to the van now. I think I can go this way. I'm not 100% sure. Is that a guy with a dog? If it is, that's a good sign. Yeah, it is. Right, so we're gonna go this way. Some Georgian bananas. Here we go then, we've left the van, walking along this beach. So many people here, but I kind of want to walk along here and see where it's going to take us. Hopefully we don't come across any wild dogs or crazy dogs, but I'm just going to walk along the beach, go over there, and I've got 25 Larry, which equates to £6 or something like that. So I want to see what we can get, and hopefully we come across a bakery or something and I can buy some scran. Some like residential properties here, these look really nice, man. Look at them. I spoke to the guy yesterday who actually came this way, and he said a lot of them are Russian that actually live here. Apparently there's a lot of Russian people. I remember where we are now, I've walked this way before. There's a lot of Russians here, like Ukrainians as well, but look how nice this place is. I'm gonna walk. I'd imagine there's probably a shop in these apartments if they're like new builds, so hopefully we can find a place to stop off and get some water as well, because I think I'm running a bit low. I was right, there is a shop right here underneath the thing. I'm probably going to continue walking him around here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to have to tie him up outside. I'm sure there is. There's no dogs and stuff here, which is good. Right, so we also have a cafe inside the shop, and I asked, what do you recommend? And it's some cheese pasty thing, so what looks like inside. I think it could be mozzarella. Also got a coffee, and it came to 9 Larry, which is £2.41 for a coffee, and that's insane. Tell you what a pleasant experience that was. I went into that cafe. Obviously I get quite shy in there, so I don't really record when I'm speaking to people. Come on. But I ended up, I don't know how long I've been in there. I've been in there quite a while, but there was a Ukrainian guy called Sergey, and he was in there like coming to do some work or whatever. Come on, Pasha. Yeah, we just sat down and just chatted for ages. Like, it was so sick. What a fucking nice guy that was. Sergey, if you're watching this, man, pleasure to meet you. He also lives in one of these buildings, which is insane. And do you know how much he said it was? $500 a month to live here. And he has both view of the beach and the mountains. But $500 for that is insane. Right, here we are then, back in the van, and I did go to the shop. I got a big bottle of water, and I'll show you what else I got if anybody's interested from the Georgian apartment supermarket. Milk, some water, oh, I thought I got more, and I just got some tuna. And that all came to 20.30, which, yeah, is literally £6. Which I don't know if that's good or bad. £6 seems a lot for tuna, and how much was the tuna? $7.70. No, yeah, $7.70 for the tuna, $7.40 for the milk. How much is that? $7.70. Let me just do some math there. £5. Okay, £5.36 for all of that. I had a really nice time in that cafe slash supermarket. It just feels nice to have some normality, because when you're in Turkey there's not really a place like that, if I'm honest. Plus you've got like all residential areas and stuff, like all obviously the apartments and stuff there, and then you've got the beach, the people, Everyone was so friendly in there as well. And yeah, that Sergey guy, what an amazing man. Honestly, such a pleasure talking to him. I know I didn't record it, but again, I don't really, like, I know people vlog and they, you know, I'm not really one for shoving a camera in people's faces, generally, like, oh, you know what, let me get this on record, because I just want to be in a moment. Like, if he starts talking to you, I'm not going to be like, oh, hold on, let me just turn on the camera a sec. Do you know what I mean? If the camera was rolling, yeah, cool, but the camera wasn't rolling. Anyway, enough waffling. I'm honestly going to sit on this chair for a bit, and I'm going to ponder and just kind of think about what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. For some reason, the fridge was turned off. Oh, and everything's gone wet and shit. Oh, you know what? I had a funky feeling before. What's going on? Why is it gone? That is so bizarre. I don't know. And what the hell? My camera screen's cracked. I don't think you can see that. Oh my god, it's all going fucking pear-shaped. But yeah, I was gonna make some quick scrambled eggs because the bread that we've got, really nice, because obviously I got it in Georgia yesterday at the supermarket. And to be honest, I really want to try it before it goes out of date. We've got some pesto to throw in there as well. So yeah, we're gonna make some scrambled eggs. Look at that bread. Oh yes. There's the Pasha's dinner, there's a bit of kibble. Egg as well. Oh wow, thank you.
You're welcome. There's nothing special.
Perfect.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
I'm sorry you can't come. I'm sorry.
I've got some bread I can dip in as well.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
You don't have to try, it's okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's almost like chili.
It is, yeah, that's true.
It's very nice, thank you. Put the eggs on. And then we got cottage cheese. Ready to eat. Wait, go back. Pour. 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 Good boy. Mmm. I'll show you what we're working with. I don't know if you've seen it before. That's the scrambled eggies. That's the beans. And to be honest, I'm going to sit in here because I'm really struggling to eat that there. Gosh, I'm almost full. I don't know what I've eaten today. I've only had that thing. I've had quite a lot actually. Remove. But this is so good.
Great time.
Just imagine if we'd been tanning on that roof instead of sleeping in a tent.
The yacht has been ranked number 13. Shout out to Tyler and Melissa, they're awesome. So far, I think it's gotta be Benjamin from Missouri. Benjamin from Missouri.
This dog before, when I walked to the shop, them two met, and he's actually just, I think it's a she. He's such a lovely dog, but Pasha's gonna get beaten up here. Pasha, but he's got to learn. And he's obviously only young, he just wants to play. But he's got to learn because, like, if he doesn't get this socialization with other dogs and doesn't learn, like, the... Pasha, don't be barking. All the other dogs are going to come out here. We'll see, he just wants to play, but... Hey! Hey! Both of yous off. What is going on here? Right, yeah, it's that time for my first stream back. Gaming, Vanlife gaming. Let's get the PC on. Mate, I'm getting absolutely wrecked. This is crazy. Alright, so it's 11:45. I've just finished streaming. That was kind of good but kind of bad. It's so hot in this van now because of the streaming and stuff. Like, the PC actually heats it up so much. I forgot how bad it is. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go to bed. So good night for me and Pasha, and this is gonna be the end of the video. Sorry, I'm just gonna try and get this video out. I'm sorry it's not the best video. I'm just trying to get into the mojo of things. I've got my camera back and stuff as well, which is good.
and just kill that insect. So yeah, the good thing is I got the camera back up and running, so hopefully there's gonna be more vlogs and more videos coming, and yeah, show you guys what Georgia has to offer. So thank you guys for watching from me and Pasha here, and I'll see you guys in the next video, wherever, whenever that'll be. So yeah, see you guys then.